Aries. How are you? Welcome. I am bringing you the reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. The readings are not date or time specific unless I tell you otherwise. I trust that whenever you come upon it, if it speaks to you, if it resonates, if it's aligned with your storyline, then it's your reading at that time. So, in case you missed it, I'm starting out with a little intro, a little bit about astrology, but there's timestamps that you can just skip to the oracle or the tarot if you so choose. So September is kind of a quieter month astrologically speaking. You know, the cosmos is pretty settled down. Virgo season itself is about process. It's about integration. It's also about healing because one of the co-rulers of Virgo is Chiron. So that energy is coming through really powerfully. The new moon in Virgo will occur on the 6th, and I'm recording this on the 2nd, so I am kind of we are in the energy of the new moon as we roll into it, and it's going to be a bigger, more powerful new moon in Virgo. I'm looking at my little notes here. So it's all about healing, but it's got some little aspects that are going to be pretty intense. For example, the sun and the moon, which will be very close together, will trine Uranus. Uranus is the planet known as the Great Awakener. And so the intentions that we set for this new moon could kind of become very powerfully electrified, especially in terms of miracles or the unexpected being brought into reality. So there's a capacity for miracles. There's a capacity for something unexpected unfolding. So set those intentions and dream big. The Mercury is in Libra now and begins its, I know, I hate to say it, its retrograde cycle on the 6th. So starting with a shadow phase that will last all the way through the 27th of September. In Libra, it's good because it's giving us a full mental overhaul of our relationship consciousness. So Libra's about relationships. This is good for those of you who are needing a kind of mental overhaul about it. So what's really important here is pay attention to the next 3 weeks. Everything that you're saying, your thinking, your perceptions around the relationships that are the central focus in your life right now. Because once Mercury stations retrograde, you're going to go back over all of that material. So it really helps to, have a little notebook, take notes, record into your voice recorder, whatever way you can to stay very conscious about what's happening in your relationships, especially how you think about it, since Mercury is all about our mentation, our thoughts, and our perceptions, okay? So that wraps up the astrology. Moving to the oracle, I have intuitively selected 3 decks for you, Aries, and shuffled and drew some cards. I really wanted to pull out numerology for you, and I'm glad that I did. You got a powerful card. Card 16, 1 and 6 is 7, right? So now we're talking about your connection to the divine, your higher self, and you got the rebirth card. So I'm actually going to read it to you because it was so powerful. When I glanced at it, I was like, oh, I don't want to miss a word. So this says, this card indicates a time of major transformation and transition that will result in significant personal growth. By drawing this card, you have entered a period of spiritual awakening and rebirth, where you have the opportunity to align with your higher self and the overarching principles that guide you. This is where you, surrender to the changes around you and prepare to be the best you can be. You are being encouraged to trust and believe that a magical future awaits. But first you need to let go of the old in order to experience the new. Take time to reevaluate your core values and reexamine your life. Then eliminate any superficial foundations that don't align with your higher self and your dreams. This is a time to recognize and rise above any ego-based thoughts and behaviors, for humility and authenticity are the key to your success. So it's pretty powerful. What I love about the change is September is a 5-month and we are in a 5-year. 5s are about change. So I almost feel like, even though this card is a 7, I feel like the numerology here is telling you that all the changes are occurring in terms of your spiritual ascension. The next card you got, and I kind of wish these two came out in a reversed order, so you'll get it once I say it, is from the Gateway Oracle, which is sharing of yourself. I am an incredibly generous being. What is interesting about this card is that it's not really just talking about stuff, right? We share stuff all the time. We're generous all the time as best as we can be. If not with our money, with our time. If not with our time, with our sensitivity and compassion. See where I'm going? We all, I mean, those of you who are here are generally light workers, compassionate people, empaths. So we got that covered. But this is what it says. Share from the depths of your soul and allow others to see your essence. That's what you're sharing here. Because your next card out is from Sacred Destiny, and it's the Purity card. And the Purity card is saying, regardless of the past, right? Because you're being reborn here in this moment, Aries. Regardless of the past, everything can be fresh and new. This is like first snow energy. You're entering a period of grace. Open your heart. The best is yet to be, is the message of the Purity card. So I almost feel like this is no time to kind of steal yourself away, Aries. It is a time to sort of be open, experience the Virgoan processing of everything that's happening for you energetically. The oracle's really kind of pointing you in a direction of this is a brand new cycle. You got to let go of the past so you can make space for what the new and fresh energy coming in. And the best version of yourself, Aries, is sharing from the depths of your soul and not holding back. Let someone else see you for who and what you truly are. That's the authenticity, right? Okay, so now we're moving on to tarot. Let's see what's coming through for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. These readings are offered from the perspective of the Divine Feminine. If you're here as a masculine, that's fine. Assume the cross-watcher stance. Remember that energies can come through reversed. So that's fine. Okay, let's see what's going on for our beautiful Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Wow. There's your card, Aries, Tower. So, perfect. This is a Tower card. Rebirth is a Tower card. And even on some level, the Purity is coming through also. A little bit of the Tower energy coming in. Big shift. Big shift. Big awakenings with the Tower card. It's not always about hellfire and damnation, though I know it kind of looks that way. It's telling you something that's been a pattern is no longer sustainable. That's why the top below the crown blows off the Tower. It's not sustainable. It doesn't fit. It needs to be shifted to the side. So that's the focus card here. That's your present energy, is something powerful, powerful shift. Don't forget that we've got Uranus in a trine to the sun and the moon on the 6th. So anything can happen. Unexpected surprises. And also, yes, miracles. Very possible with the Tower. Ooh, and there you are. Magician coming in. Wow. So the card that crosses you can either be crossing you as it representing a challenge or as a support system. I feel it's definitely a support system. We have Virgo and Mercury coming in. This is Virgo and Gemini, but ruled by Mercury. Remember, I was talking about Mercury retrograde. If you missed the intro, you may want to go back and watch it now. So I feel like this is Mercury almost coming in and all the elements, all the tools at your disposal here to manage this big shift. Ooh, I almost slipped there. Say that 3 times fast. Woo! Yeah, so I feel like you're going to have some measure of power and control in the midst of this shift, sort of easing it, making it a little bit easier for you. Underneath is the 7 of Swords. I'm going to hold off on my interpretation for a minute. In the past, judgment. So there may have been an opportunity in the past where you felt called to second chances or forgiveness. Scorpio energy there. And then, but now what I'm seeing here is the 7 of Pentacles is crowning you. And what that means here for you, Aries, is this is what's supporting you toward your end goal. whatever desired outcome you have. I'm going to show you a projected, a possible, potential outcome, but this patience card, knowing and trusting that the seeds have been planted and that everything will grow organically and unfold organically. So it is calling you into patience, which is not normally your strong suit, but any patience you're able to muster here will support you going forward. As you know, you're going through a big shift. We now have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana all on this axis of the reading. So past, present, future, all coming into a big shift moment, endings and new beginnings. A whole new cycle is beginning. I do feel like something's closing out here, and I'm going to take an educated guess and say 7 of Swords. If there's been any duplicity, if you're in a connection where there's been any I don't know, maybe avoidance even. Sometimes, you know, that whole saying, well, I didn't lie. Well, you lied by omission of fact, right? Like, I mean, it's still a little deceptive and deceitful. So it could be as simple as that. It could be somebody who just doesn't want to, you know, deal with an issue head on and is kind of avoidant, maybe escapist. Could be you, could be your divine counterpart. This is what I feel is coming to an end. This is what I feel with your patience is shifting. It's like going away. It's not sustainable anymore. Really powerful. The rest of the reading, yes, there's the Emperor, not surprised. Look at all these majors, the Death card. Now we have 2 Scorpio cards out here. The energy surrounding you, Knight of Pentacles, very methodical and deliberate. Potential outcome here, no, that's the energy surrounding you. That's your hopes or fears. Potential outcome is some, let's just say a little bit of confusion. I'm just going to leave it there. I'm seeing a lot of powerful energies for you, Aries. Here you are. Now we have your cards out twice. We have the Tower and we have the Emperor. So this is the advice is about taking control, stepping into your power. It could also be referencing your divine masculine. The energy surrounding you is the Death card, which means what? It's going right back to this Tower here. Something big, a big change, a big shift. Some energy has to be, has to sort of fall off and die so that the new energy comes in. That's what purity was telling you too. There is purity in the Death card. If you look, there's the sun breaking out on the horizon, a brand new day. So I do feel like there's, you know, this Death card along with, where is it? These 2 cards are death and rebirth, technically speaking, according to the tarot. So I do feel as if you were called up for this moment in the past, maybe called to understand that it's time for something to shift or change. And boy, is it ever right now, whether you wanted it to or not. Ready, set, go. So the Death card surrounds you. Don't let that bother you. It's not, I'm not taking it in a negative term. I feel like it's shedding a skin of sorts. And then your hopes and or fears, we have the Knight of Pentacles. And you may be fearing that this whole situation may take too long, right? Whatever it is, it's unfolding organically. It's almost like your impatience showing up. If it's your hope that whatever is unfolding is intentional and deliberate and responsible and predictable and reliable. And, you know, in a way where it's like you can trust it. Whatever offer comes to you, this is an offer. Whatever offer comes to you is legit. It's tangible. It's a thing. And you can trust it. But potential outcome here is 7 of Cups, some emotional confusion, maybe a little bit of overwhelm. Everything coming at you kind of fast and furious is what's coming through to me. And I kind of feel like it'll be a lot to take in. Okay, so let's go ahead and start our clarification. I'm going to clarify the Tower and the Magician together. Feels like it's a real strong package deal here. Two of Pentacles. 5 of Swords, King of Wands. Wow. Whew. I do feel as if on some level you're going to feel torn in 2 directions with this 2 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords. I do feel like part of what you're doing with the 2 of Pentacles is weighing realities on the ground. Am I being set up? Am I being sabotaged here with the 5 of Swords? So I feel what's shifting here is, your ability to kind of take control of this situation, manifest the reality of the situation. Am I dealing with this energy which feels impenetrable, like I can't see the truth. I don't really know what's going on fully. I may be being played. There may be sabotage afoot. And we have a King of Wands underneath. Can be Aries, Leo, Sag, doesn't have to be, but I'm sort of feeling in a way that this King of Wands underneath is the object of your desire. It is your divine masculine. And I feel like you've got a question here that something isn't on solid ground, Tower coming down, and it's not on solid ground because you feel somebody is either not being honest with you, or there's some sabotage here. Could be your own self-sabotage, but that's not the way it's coming in the reading. I mean, if it is for you, fine, but it's not coming in that way. It feels like this King of Wands may be in a pattern of self-sabotage or sabotaging the connection. Every time you take 2 steps forward, something, they kind of set up the situation for failure. And it doesn't feel good here. Look at the 7 of Swords. It doesn't feel good. It feels to you like there's some measure of avoidance here oh, look, that flipped out. That flipped out. I'm going to take it because I don't know how it flipped out, but you probably saw it and I didn't. But there's the 4 of Wands. So on some level, the 4 of Wands is in the picture in your subconscious. Is this a connection I can trust? I almost feel some of you are asking if this is even your true twin. 9 of Cups. Ace of Cups. Wow. These 3 cards alone. So stay with me. 4 Wands, 9 of Cups, Ace of Cups. Wish fulfillment, love of your life, twin flame soulmate, beginning of life partnership. Very beautiful energies here in these 3 cards. But they land on the 7 of Swords. So some of you may relate to this. Are you in denial? Is there any denial that you're kind of repressing? You may be seeing the connection in one way, but it may not be as it really is in real life, which is why we have the 2 of Pentacles here with the 5 of Swords. That sort of juggling, like trying to weigh realities on the ground and see what I'm really dealing with here. And the Tower and the Magician are letting you know that you're kind of in the driver's seat here, but something's got to change. And if you don't manifest the change, Spirit's just going to take over in that process. But I do feel strongly that somebody here is not being honest. Now, it could be you in a little bit of denial, or it could be in your subconscious, not trusting that this connection is how you want it to be. And I feel as if on some level, the 7 of Swords is an event that happened that caused you to question, doubt, or lose trust in either this person or in the ability of the connection to kind of overcome it. And I say that because in the past we had, oh my gosh, look at this. All major arcana across here, except we've got an ace. This is an important reading for you, Aries. We have the sun, the star, and underneath is the Ace of Wands. So on some level in the past, you were motivated here to kind of stay optimistic, keep hope alive, that there could be, that the connection, there could be forgiveness and redemption and second chances. So I do feel like that was sort of your process in the past was, I'm going to take an optimistic look. Sun and the Ace of Wands. I'm motivated to have hope, the star, that this, there can be forgiveness and second chances and redemption for this 7 of Swords. So that's why I'm seeing this sort of idealized, beautiful connection here. And the 7 of Swords is what you're struggling with. And that's why the 2 of Pentacles is here, right? What am I really dealing with? I'm feeling pulled in 2 different directions. In my psyche, I've lost trust in this connection. In my waking world, I'm up for second chances, but I don't want to be played. 5 of Swords. 7 of Pentacles for you, Aries. King of Cups, Page of Swords, 2 of Swords. Yeah, I feel like with all the waiting that I'm seeing here with the 7 of Pentacles, what you're waiting for is this person coming toward you with an open heart. King of Cups. Can be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Doesn't have to be. And the Page of Swords is like you're waiting for that information, or you're looking for that information. And you know that it's going to unfold organically. That's okay. I don't feel you pushing anything right now. But underneath, you're reserving the right to change your mind. 2 of Swords. There's some sort of indecision about this process. Process is a key word in this particular reading. So let's look at the World card, going forward in the future, endings and new beginnings. There is the Judgment card again. Wow. King of Swords, 6 of Swords. Well, you're going to be rewarded for your wait, and you're also the 2s, the 2 of Swords, the 2 of Pentacles, sort of the weighing things in real time and giving yourself time to see things as they are instead of how you wish them to be. Because I think going forward, I do see second chances here. Your divine masculine coming in with honor and honesty and integrity. Truth. King of Swords. Upstanding, right? And then the 6 of Swords, you can move to calmer waters. So I do feel like there's an opportunity to close out a cycle where something has been way off, and in terms of trust. And I do feel in the past that you were very optimistically trying to offer second chances, but I'm not sure it took. And you're still in this waiting game. You're still in this position of, are they ever going to come with an open heart? When will they come with an open heart? How will I know? Page of Swords. And that 2 of Swords underneath is you reserving the right to change your mind about how, whether or not this connection is a good fit. And I'm feeling like in the future, you've got some very positive, uplifting, entering a new cycle on a positive note with someone who's being honest with you. I do feel this is the person that has been sort of the pot stirrer for you. 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords. But I feel like they come correct here going forward. Let's take a look at the message from Spirit. Yeah. Wow, wow, wow. Now we've got the King and Queen of Cups. 9 of Pentacles, 2. All right. So I feel the message here is everything will unfold in divine time. This is part of the plan. This is your divine masculine. Here you are. Keep your heart open, right? King of Cups is who it is you're drawing in. I feel what you have to do is, we all have different aspects to our personalities, Aries, and sometimes, we can be a little shit. I'm just going to say it. And nobody's immune from that. And that's what I feel I've been seeing here in this part of the reading over here. And I feel like this waiting it out is going to serve you because it gives the other person the opportunity to sort of opt out of that kind of behavior. To say, oh no, I see this relationship differently. This is different. Things are different. So I have to be a different me for this person. That's what I see coming in. Keep your heart open, Aries. I do feel like divine masculine is sort of like finding their footing. Keep your independence and your autonomy, though. The 9 of Pentacles, just keep doing you. Keep your life moving forward. Don't put anything on hold. Like, don't sweat this anymore. I feel like it's all kind of unfolding in natural and divine time. The Death card, energy surrounding you. Yes. Wow. Oh, see? I love it. And now we have a King and Queen of Swords. So I'm getting all the mirrored energy, elementally speaking. First the Cups, the realm of emotion. Now the Swords, the realm of thought and truth and honor and integrity. Got it? Death, 10 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles. So some old karma, some negative karma being released here, and what's coming in to replace it is some measure of equal give and take, generosity, right? Sharing of yourself, of time, energy, resources, spirit. I do feel like you're going to be the one to kind of kick it off here. The Queen of Swords is the Truth Seeker, Truth Teller card. So on some level, I kind of feel like a conversation will be coming in around the energy of mutual respect, mutual sharing of ourselves in real time, in 3D. Like somebody here's been super avoidant. Could be you, but I'm thinking it's the other person. And when you're avoidant, you're not honest. You can't be. Because if you're avoiding things, then you're lying by omission of fact. See, we go right back to the beginning. So I do feel like there's some big change here. We already see it here, but the Death card and the 10 of Wands suggest that it's coming to an end. And whatever needs to leave is leaving. And what's coming through that's being maintained or being added as the new thing, the rebirth, is the reciprocity. Ooh, I like that for you. Now, in your hopes and fears, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Two of Wands. Seven of Wands. Oh my gosh. Okay, Aries, you're like all over this reading, so it's kind of hard to determine like what's you and what's the other person. I'm seeing you're fearing resistance on the part of the Divine Masculine. I'm just going to set that here for now. But the Knight of Pentacles with the Two of Wands is suggesting that you hope. I'm going to see this as a hope. You hope that your person takes the time they need. Listen to it, because we have the Seven of Pentacles, that they need to approach the situation with intention, right? That they choose the path intentionally. Two of Wands. That they come towards you because they're choosing to come towards you with some more measured energy of responsibility, predictability, dependability. Yet your fear here is that there's resistance. Seven of Wands and the Emperor underneath. On some level, I feel like you fear you're going to get pushed back. Here's what you are hoping will happen, and the second half of it is what you fear may happen. And the outcome of the Seven of Cups, Wow. So again, I'm seeing a sort of a split screen here. Little bit of emotional overwhelm, somebody coming back, this like all the enthusiasm, the chemistry between you. This person just comes charging back in. The problem with the Knight of Wands is they don't always have staying power, and I feel like the Seven of Cups is your worry about that. And further worry, will this work? Will they come in the front door and go out the back door? If you look at those cards, that's what that's saying. And then underneath, we get the Moon, which is your fears being triggered, fears and insecurities being triggered. So I do feel like this person will return. And from everything that I see in the cards, I feel they're coming in as this King of Swords. Very clear about what they want, open to communicate, ready to move to calmer waters, open to second chances, wanting to close out whatever it was in the past, whether they were avoidant or deceptive or just not generally on the level. You know, sometimes people just aren't really kind of on the level about things. They hem and haw, they beat around the bush, they'd rather ask forgiveness than permission. You know, all of it. I feel like they're coming in correct. I do. And I feel like Spirit is kind of confirming that for me over here. But you are advised to maintain an independent, autonomous point of view. I see the King and Queen of Cups powerful in your strength up here, and also an open message, you know, to keep your heart open from Spirit. And there are big changes taking place, and there's a lot that you'll need to release and let go, and be open to the reciprocity that this person says they come in with. And you're going to have to kind of keep your fears in check. Keep your fears in check. Because what's going to happen is they're going to come in kind of like they have in the past. Very passionate, very fast, maybe unexpected. That's part of could even be around the new moon with that aspect to Uranus. So remember I said expects the unexpected. But you don't want to let your fears get the better of you, that they don't have staying power. Okay? So that's what I see for you, Aries. If this is speaking to you, I'm going to take it to the extended. The link is in the description box below, and it's all going to be focused on the divine masculine. What are they thinking? How do they feel about you? What are their intentions? And then I'll pull additional messages to you from the universe for guidance around those energies and some more oracle. Let me just tell you who showed up. We've got Aries, Virgo, Gemini, but I feel the Magician is more about Mercury. We have Aries, Leo, Sag, and the King of Wands doesn't have to be. We've got Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius. We have Aquarius and Capricorn here in the world, more Scorpio. We've got a King of Cups and a Queen of Cups. Both of those can reference Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We've got a King and Queen of Swords, can represent Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and those can be found in other planets in your natal chart. But if it doesn't connect, that's okay. More Aries, Sagittarius, Virgo, more Scorpio, seriously, can't make it up. More Aries, I mean, the Emperor is out twice. Tower, I mean, my gosh, this is so your reading. More Sagittarius and Pisces. Okay, so that's everyone that came to play. If you didn't hear the sun, rising, moon, or Venus of your divine counterpart, that's okay. It doesn't matter. That's just added confirmation on top. So, looking forward to seeing you at the extended. The links below. Otherwise, take care, Aries, and I'll see you on the flip side. Bye for now.